You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it up to the homie M. You know what I mean? But y'all know what this is. This is Sober House. Welcome to Sober House, man. Let me see who's trying to come in. Boom. Hey, stick around, Laz. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna bring Laz in, man. He gonna tell y'all some good shit about the virus. A doctor and a rapper. But hold on, Laz. Stick around. Yo, what up, bro?
Bro, Crooked. You got no idea, man, what it means to me to talk to you, bro.
Man, it's all
I met you. Look at this, man. I met you in 2009. Rock the Bells. Look.
Booyah, there it go. Rock the Bells, 2009.
And
it was the good old days, man.
Part of the reason that I'm sober, man, is because I look up to you guys so much, man. I'm born in 1990, and I don't know, man. Like, I know you've been seeing me on Twitter, bro. You've been replying back to me, and it like means the world, man. And I just want to read this little story I got for you, buddy. And this is how some of the things that I've overcome, and it helps me stay grounded to always reflect and to share. So I'm just gonna go here. My name's Scott McDonald. I'm 29 years old, and on the 23rd of this month, I'll have 30 months with no alcohol. We met in 2009 in Calgary at Rock the Bells. I want to tell you that day changed my life. You were so down to earth. You gave me your VIP pass to come into the show because I had no ticket and was there to see you guys. I was always a fan since the first time I heard you. All you have accomplished, and when I found out you got sober along with Royce and Marshall, it gave me so much more inspiration because you are the guys I look up to. I was an alcoholic for 10 years, from the young age of 17 to 27. I don't see my daughter, who was 6, because of my bad decisions. I also have a son who is almost 3, and he's part of the reason I got sober. 2 weeks after he was born, I had a shower and I ended up on the floor having a seizure right before I went to work. I woke up 2 days later in the ICU with tubes everywhere. They placed me into an induced coma. I was there for about 5 days total and fought with the doctors to get out so I could go get drunk again. It took about 3 more months for me to hit my rock bottom, where I was downtown on the street with nothing except my last beer. No one wanted anything to do with me. I had one option, and that option was to go to detox. I went to the one in my city, and I got kicked out for being an absolute dummy. I found an excuse to get mad, and I did, so that's why they kicked me out. I was on the street with my last beer, and my son's mother was so fed up she wouldn't let me come home until I got clean. So I woke up the next day and called a detox in a city about 2 hours from mine. It was 10 a.m. in the morning where I was, and I called the place and they said, if you can be there at 1 p.m., you can be admitted. I ended up making it there in time and haven't had a drink since. Then about a year and a half later into my journey, I had another seizure. I was driving my van that I worked so hard to get with my son in the back seat. My foot got stuck on the gas pedal as I smashed into another guy's car, and they say I was inches from killing him. I woke up in the ICU again with no idea what had happened. They told me what happened, and then I was crushed. I was pretty much back at square one. Then they thought I was using at the time of the accident, and I wasn't. So they wouldn't let me see my son because I had one of his car seat buckles buckled wrong. And because of my seizure, they didn't want me to be alone with my son, so they made me go visit him in a public building where they host those meetings until I got my CAT scan read and my doctor's clearance. Having to put my son in a car seat with someone he doesn't know after a meeting, watching him cry, man, that shit fucking hurts, bro. But I understand that God put me in this position for a reason. After all the obstacles put in front of me this time, the last thing on my mind was to have a drink. And I'm so lucky for that. I decided I wasn't going to let any of that shit bother me, and I was going to do whatever I needed to get my son so I could continue to be his dad and not make the same mistakes I made with his sister Jayla that I love so much, and I will see you soon, baby, I promise. Anyways, that's a short but long version of some of the obstacles I've had to face. And at the start, on January this year, I made a promise to myself that I was going to work on doing what I love, and I can be happy every day, because I realized that happiness is the answer. Also being kind to people. Shout out Gary V. So, King Crooked, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, man, for what you do. I also have a quick little funny story of the time I met you. You guys were signing autographs in the tent, and I got the t-shirt that is right behind me. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I see it.
T-shirt that is right behind me. And after you signed it, I stood there for a few minutes, and you signed the table and made a little joke, like, some people will look at this and have no idea what it means, or something along those lines. Anyways, I'll never...
Froze up.
That day, like I said, I tried to get in contact with Aquino to thank him, because he put my name in a BlackBerry that day and sent it to the ticket booth so I could get into the show. Anyways, whoever is watching and feels a sense of hopefulness, don't worry. It does not last forever if you put in the work. I'm going to say if I can do it, anybody can. I was such a bad drunk. But thank you so much, Crooked. I exited out on the first week by accident, and I kept telling myself, I'm going to talk to him. So, shouts out. Just love you, bro.
Hey, man. That story is so powerful, my brother.
I fucking, man, you don't understand, bro.
Y'all gotta give this man a hand. Let's clap the emojis up. Let's clap the emojis up. Yo, dog, to share that story with everybody right now is very moving. It's a very inspirational story, man. And I know you just touched some people's hearts, man. I know
I love you, bro. I love you, man.
You keep going. You said 30 months?
On the 23rd, yeah.
Hey, bro. Listen, man. For your son, for yourself, for your family, for your future. We gonna do this until we collapse. We gonna stay strong until we collapse around this.
Bro,
Skip said, yo. Hold on. You got a podcast,
can we do
right?
one?
You got a podcast?
What?
Do you have a podcast?
Yes, man. It's called the 506 Hip Hop Podcast. I'm in New Brunswick, Canada. Pray for Nova Scotia right now. There's a very, very serious tragedy that just happened. Pat Stay, I know you talked to him. I don't know him personally, but we chat, and like those guys are like the forefathers of East Coast hip hop. I've been down since I was a little kid, man. Like, you know what I mean? And I've always looked up to those guys. And this shit, bro, this music shit, if there wasn't this, man, I wouldn't be here. You know?
I
Like,
tell
people
you
say
what,
that
man.
shit.
That story you just told? Yo.
Bro, people don't understand. Some people don't understand, man. This ain't fucking
That
fake,
shit
man.
is real.
The only reason I'm fucking talking to you, man, is because I fucking, you know what I mean? It's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna talk to you, man.
Oh, yeah. Off rip. You already know. Listen, I want you to keep it up. Stay in touch with us. You know what I mean? I'm
Bro,
always
if
be
there's
around.
anything, I don't want to plug
Hit me on Twitter. Everything, dog. You know how we do it.
Yeah, I'm not really trying to plug my shit neither, man, because it ain't about that.
No, I want to plug your shit. I want to plug your shit. I want people to listen to your shit. You know what I'm saying? 506 Hip Hop Podcast, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. Hey, thank you, bro.
I love you,
Thank you
bro.
for those inspirational words in that story, man. Stay
Man,
strong.
I waited yesterday. Hold on. I waited yesterday, bro, for this shit. I was like so sad that it didn't happen, and like, thanks.
But guess what? We here now.
bro, there it is. Fucking,
We
crooked
here.
eye, bro.
Flat out.
You're right here. Okay, buddy. I love
All right,
you,
my
man.
brother.
Thank you so much.
Be good.
I'll
Stay
stay in
safe.
touch, man.
Yes, sir. Uh-huh. Y'all hear that shit? Wow, that shit was really out. You know what I mean?
Sponsored by Just Blaze and good folks around.
Woo! Sober House, motherfucking Sober House. Fucking service announcement to everybody out there. Stay strong. Let me know what you do to have your natural highs.
Myself, my name is